We have big news to pass along. Head coach Greg Popovich, well, he went with his pseudo Spurs on Thursday night against the Miami Heat. On Friday, the organization paid for that decision. The NBA announced Friday that the Spurs organization has been fined $250,000 for sending Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, and Danny Green back to Texas Thursday morning prior to that Heat game. In its decision, the league stated the Spurs' actions were in violation of a league policy reviewed by the NBA Board of Governors in April 2010 against resting players in a manner contrary to the best interests of the NBA. The following statement is from Commissioner David Stern. The result here is dictated by the totality of the facts in this case. The Spurs decided to make 4 of their top players unavailable for an early season game that was the team's only regular season visit to Miami. The team did this without informing the Heat, the media, or the league office in a timely manner. Under these circumstances, I have concluded the Spurs did a disservice to the league and our fans. Now, on Thursday, the commissioner said there would be substantial sanctions following what happened, not having those players there. I'd say $250,000 is substantial. Would you not?
It is substantial, and I think that it's warranted. I watched Inside the NBA yesterday, and I saw that some of the guys didn't agree with Popovich. But the thing is, as we were standing in the green room, he messed with the family business. You cannot do that, okay? And David Stern, the Godfather, came down and said, listen, you cannot do this because you hurt our business if you hold players out of a marquee game, which was that game last night.
What do you say, Derek?
It's definitely warranted. There's different level of pedigree, and Popovich clearly has pedigree when you start thinking about what he's accomplished as a coach, but not the kind of pedigree to disrupt what he disrupted. Like you said, the fans, the NBA, totally bigger than Greg Popovich, and I think the fine shows that.
Well, this, of course, was a high-profile national TV game against the champions. This was not some obscure midweek game.
Right.
Did that play into possibly what happened here?
I think so, because this was a possibility of the NBA championship. These two teams, the Spurs, could meet the Miami Heat. So the thing is you cannot mix these things up. You have to play your top-level players. Buyers are coming in to buy these tickets to watch the game, so you got to play your top players at that point.
Well, it's not about Pop. It's not about the San Antonio Spurs. It's about everybody collectively. And when you look at it from that standpoint, clearly he was out of line. It's not the first time Pop has done something like this, but the time of it definitely not good for the NBA and everybody that's involved.
Well, gentlemen, moving forward now, are we legislating lineups for teams? I mean, how do you see this penalty in terms of long-term for the league and other teams?
I think that the commissioner had to do it because if you don't fine him, then the Lakers will do it next time. The Miami Heat will do it next time. You never know. You have to stop this behavior right now.
No doubt you have to stop it. It's not the first time, like I said, that it's happened before. Pop's done it before. And when you really get down to it, Vince, it is his team. It's his team. He's allowed to do whatever he wants when it comes to resting his team. But the way he went about it almost feels like he's bigger than the league, and that's just not the case.
All right, $250,000. It is now official from the league to the Spurs.